Depending on the story, some names may have been changed to protect the innocent from the guilty. This story also may contain sensitive subject matter that many may find uncomfortable. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Bats from the Grave. Welcome to Storytime with Bats. These are true stories from my life, and this one is called The Sticky Glue Situation. And it's about a time where my mom really shocked me, so enjoy. I'll see you at the end of the video. So when I was a kid, somewhere in the late 1980s, I lived with my mom and stepdad in a small two-bedroom house in a teeny tiny town in Washington State called Ruston. As you will come to find out in these stories, I had anything but an average childhood. But to me, these things that happen in these stories were totally normal. So please keep that in mind. Well, my mother had a couple of friends in particular, and one was definitely mentally disabled, while the other one is the topic for today's story. If you're wondering why the other man's disability is relevant, don't worry, I'm getting there. I don't remember if these two were friends. However, from time to time, one of them would stop by and ask Mom if they could do some chores like cleaning the dishes for a few bucks. And most of the time, Mom had no problem with helping them out. The one guy was a bit slow, but nice enough. He would come in, do the dishes, or sweep up, get his money, and go. The other guy, on the other hand, was always creepy and off to me. He kind of looked like Desi Arnaz if Desi was a drug addict. My mom, she was stronger than him by a mile, and he probably weighed 115 pounds. More often than not, when he came by, Mom would wind up forcefully pushing him out the door with a light tussle. Then she would lock the door, and at the time, I had no idea why. Well, one day, we'll call this guy GH, stops by and asks if my mom had some things he could do for some cash. And after being told to go in the other room for a few minutes, I was told I could come back, and there he was doing the dishes. This would go on for about 10 or 15 minutes, when suddenly my mom says she can't find GH. So after looking out front to see if he was out there and maybe had left, I told my mom I wanted to go out in the backyard and play. Trust me when I tell you, you'll never guess what happened next. So a little information here. Our house had an attached garage that was our exit to the backyard. So I opened the kitchen garage door, and suddenly I am hit right in the sinuses with the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. And I poke my head in to see what's going on out there when I see GH standing on the far side of the garage with a black plastic bag up against his face, and he's wobbling back and forth. Oh shit, let me tell you something about my mom, dear listener. She was a bad bitch. Now, out of nowhere, she quietly says, "Go to your room and close the door. I'll come get you in a minute." Okay, I thought, I'll do exactly as she asks. As soon as I go in my room and the door shuts, yelling. She starts yelling. And of course, I have to know what happened, and of course, being Mr. Big Bad 11-year-old kid, I had to go check out what was going on. That was my mom. And so I opened my bedroom door, and I had a straight shot view of the front door from my room. And all I see is my mom carrying GH like an old carpet from the garage, and she literally threw him out the door into the yard. Kind of like DJ Jazzy Jeff in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, I shit you not. Then she slammed and locked the door and demanded he go away. To which he didn't. He stood there for about 5 minutes slowly knocking. Eventually he leaves, and I ask my mom what just happened. Oh, audience, this is where I got one of my biggest life lessons. Turns out he was in the garage huffing some sort of glue or airplane glue or something she said she warned him about in the past. Either way, it smelled horrible. After we aired out the garage and things settled a bit, she and I talked about huffing and why it was not a good idea. Obviously, this is what a good parent would do. Because I didn't want to turn out like GH. My mom was sorry that I was the one that discovered him, but she was glad I did at the same time. I think I only seen that guy one other time after that, and when we did see him that time, my mom threatened to shoot him through the front door, literally with a loaded .357 in her hand. Craziest shit I've ever seen. at that point. I love my mom. She was awesome, if not terrifying at times. Anyway, that was just a short story I was thinking about the other day and thought I'd share it with you. Be sure to check back next time because I got a lot more of these. And as usual, think for yourselves, be excellent to each other, and of course, keep it creepy. See you in the next one. Hey, thanks for checking out our video. If you enjoyed this one and would like to see more of our weird, creepy, odd, eccentric, or strange content as soon as it comes out, please feel free to click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. We'll see you later. Keep it creepy.